Genesis 12, 1-3. It talks about Abraham. God spoke to him, and God says to him, get thee out of thy country and from thy father's and from thy kingdoms and from thy father's house into the land that I will show thee. And I will make a great nation. I will make thee a great nation. And I will bless thee and make thy name great. And thou shalt be a blessing. 3. And I will bless them that bless thee. And I will curse him that curse thee. And in thee shall all the family of the earth be blessed. I want to say to you, how can that be when his wife is barren? How can that be? God don't exaggerate, no lie, but God is telling a man, is giving him a dream, a vision. You will have a seed. You will have your offspring will be like the sea, like the sand of the seashore, and like the stars of the heavens. He's telling him that you will have children. But Abraham, your wife, is barren. And so it is when God gives us a dream and a vision. He tells it to us, but it seems like our life is barren. We don't know how to activate it or how to cause it to have life. What do you do? And it seems like the enemy has blocked me. It seems like the witches have got hold and they are running greater than you. It don't matter what you have done. You have sowed seed. You have prayed, you have fasted, but nothing seems to be shifting. Something is happening. Something is happening. God promised Abraham and Sarah. God spoke this promise in Genesis 15. But nothing seems to be happening. God encouraged them in Genesis 15:14 that they will bring forth a son. God promised them that their children will be like the star of the heavens in Genesis 15:4. But the wife was barren. What do you do? Proverbs 19 tells us many are the plans in a man's heart, but the Lord's purpose will prevail. I want to say to you, your dreams and your vision gives birth to your mission, to your purpose. Your dreams and vision will give birth to this. Without your dreams and without your purpose and without having a mission, you only have an existence. You live to fulfill purpose. As you live to fulfill your goals, you need to achieve. What to do when your dreams and visions seems to be delayed, hindered. Abraham was 75 years old. Sarah was 60 years old. But God promised them a child. Children. But it is the waiting process. It was a waiting process. And we see in Genesis 13:1-9, when they left to the promised land where God promised them, Abraham separated himself from Lot. But Abraham was holding on to the promise of God that his offspring would be like the sand of the seashore. What do you do in times when you cannot see what God has promised you. What do you do? You see, Abraham's vision and dream was his assignment.
Yeah.
Abraham's dreams and vision was his mission.
Yeah.
Abraham's dreams and vision was his purpose, because Isaac was about to come. And God was about to use Isaac to do great and mighty things. But we see that God works on a season and a time.
Yeah.
What do you do? In Habakkuk, it tells us, Habakkuk 2:3. 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end, it shall speak and it will not lie. Though it tarry, is in the tarrying process. What do you do? It says, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass. You see, Abraham, God told Abraham everything that he was going to do.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the line, Sarah tell Abraham, we have been waiting for this God.
Yeah.
God have told you you were going to have a child, but I am 60 years old. I am 70 years old. I am 80 years old. And she looking with the physical eyes and not with the spiritual side. Her heart, she's looking and cannot see anything happening. So she says to Abraham, I got my servant Hagar, go with her. And Abraham submitted, he hid it to his wife. And problem comes. You see, Habakkuk told us to write down the vision. God says, write down the vision. Write it down. Make it plain. Why? So when things go bad, you can go read it. You must lead. I come to tell you that your vision and your dream is what sustains your purpose, is what sustains your assignment, that what sustains your mission. You see, because when things go bad, you go back to the vision. You go back to the dream. And my God, what did God say? What did God say? What did God say? We have today, many people are trying to help God with human efforts. They will go to this man, they will go to this woman to get some stuff to make things happen. They will help God. God says to Abraham, your descendant will be like the star. Yeah. And yet he had nothing. His wife's womb was dry, barren. Your purpose and your dream can only be sustained by what God tells you. Yeah. You have to keep going back. You have to keep going back and bringing to God back to his remembrance and telling him, reminding God, reminding God. Because we're in a time when so many people are trying to help God with their dreams and with the vision to fulfill the mission, to fulfill the assignment and to fulfill their purpose. It is typically in the church of God, you see many people are sitting and they say they're waiting on God. Yeah. God is waiting on us. Hallelujah. We are predestined by God. Yeah. We are predestined by God to overcome events determined in advance by divine will of God. Amen. When we are predestined, God already worked out the outcomes. But you see, God works in season and in times. God works in season and in times. It's important for us to write what God says down. God never makes mistakes. The problem is, it is us who makes mistakes. Because you see, when we go, God says to Abraham that Sarah will surely conceive.
Yeah.
And it come to pass at the right time.
Yeah.
At the right time,
Yeah.
Sarah was conceived. It has a time that God set, and it's called the Kairos times.
Yeah.
The Kairos times is God's time, God's set time. The Kairos time is when God began to step in. And when God stepped in, that seems impossible.
Yeah.
The Chronos time is man times, where man, and what happened is they were moving in the Chronos times.
Yeah.
And in the Chronos times, you can say many things, but nothing can happen.
Yeah.
The Chronos time is for man.
Yeah.
It's the measurement of man times. And in that, everything is changeable. But when is the Kairos time, when it's God time, when it's God time, it is the right condition, it's the right time. And it was the Kairos time when God comes in. And remember, Sarai, it was the Kairos time, and she conceived. I come to tell you, what do you do? What do you do when your vision and your dreams seems to be delayed or barren? What do you do when your mission, your assignment, and your purpose seems to be stagnant? What do you do? I want to encourage you. Go back to God. Don't run to man.